Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, Adrienne, I got a question for you. When you squeeze an orange at work, what comes out? Not a trick question.
Orange juice.
When you squeeze an orange at home, what comes out?
Orange juice.
Now, this is the part where you say, what's your point, Attilio?
What's your point, Attilio?
I'm glad you asked. My point is this, that, the first part of the show, we try and share a nugget with people that they can take and use in two different places. And I just mentioned them. What are they?
At both work and at home.
Both at work and at home. So this is from one of our favorite authors. What's her name?
Brene Brown.
Dr. Brene Brown. And guess what? So what's the title of the book?
The Gifts of Imperfection.
The Gifts of Imperfection by Dr. Brene Brown. And I got this book for $1 because I went to a Thriftapalooza.
Good job.
Thriftapalooza in Phoenix a couple days ago. And I literally just saw this book sitting on the top. And I looked at the title and I'm like, I don't need another book. But as soon as I saw Brene Brown, I'm like, getting that book. I don't even know what the book is about. But if that's so, here's a little tip.
There's a personal message in there too.
Yeah, well, it was somebody's book. Dear Kathy, are the way God gives us back to ourselves. Anyway, there's actually a personal message in here.
Yeah.
From Kathy and Doug Olson. They live on Echo Canyon Lane in Phoenix. Anyway, page 19, I want to share with you. A lot of times people have a misperception of sales, like we're manipulating you, persuading you, we're trying to get you to do stuff you really don't want to do, and then after you do it, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't want to do that. But is that truly what people that do sales at a high level, is that really what they do?
No.
What they do is what?
They connect.
So
all about the connection.
Yeah, you'll hear people like old school, you gotta close them. You're a closer. Coffee's for closers.
No, it's all about connection.
It's all about connection. So I'm going to give you the orange juice for connection that's good at home or at work. And this is from the Brene Brown. And she says this, I define connection as the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued. And I got to repeat those three words because those are key. When they feel seen, heard, and valued. No, this isn't a line from Avatar. I see you. It's from 20 years of research by Dr. Brene Brown and finding out, because I was talking to my 17-year-old Angelo the other day and I said, I just thought about this and I always like sharing these things with him because he's my little Renaissance man. And I said, the most challenging thing that a human being can do, in my opinion.
What?
Understand what another human being is thinking or feeling. And I will tell you, all your joys and tribulation comes from like totally getting it, what the other person's thinking and feeling. And all your drama and challenges come from not understanding what the other person is thinking and feeling. So connection is the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued. And then semicolon, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. I was having a conversation with my 27-year-old Attilio Jr. And, we were just talking about what it's like to be in a workplace environment and to communicate. He's 27, I'm 57, so I'm 30 years into his future. And one of the things that I've learned is that even in the workplace, with your coworkers and with clients and then even with your bosses and in both directions, clear communication is critical. And speaking of someone that's clear with his communication and does a really good job with property management, who is that Adrienne.
And he even has a communication guarantee.
Yes.
That would be Duke Kimhan of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Hi, Duke. Is it better now?
Do we have a better connection?
Way better. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Had another radio station filling in,
That's okay.
fitting into yours.
It's
It sounds like
little gremlins there.
it sounds like you're sitting right next to us. It's amazing, this technology. But go ahead, Duke. What you got for us this week?
So I got to tell you that there is maybe 5 reputable property management companies on the island.
Yeah.
I hate to say bad things about anybody else, but we get feedback from people that we take on as owners, and that they say, we're leaving because we always say, oh, how'd you find us? Why are you leaving your property manager? Is there anything better that we can do than they did? And most of the time, they say we never had any contact with them. They never called us. They never updated us. And then we had a couple owners say that they weren't paid.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
They weren't paid their rents for months. So what do you do with that? And there's a lot of responsibility on a property management company. One is to walk through your property at least once a year. We do it 2 times a year or 3. 2, to pay you your rents in a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
We pay your rents to you. If the tenant pays on time, we pay your rents usually by the 10th of the month.
Yeah.
We say in our contract that it'll be on the 15th, but we try to get it out there 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th as soon as the rent's all clear.
Yeah. That's under promising, over delivering.
Yep. And then the other thing is, can they handle the maintenance? The maintenance is the reason why property management companies go out of business.
Yes.
Or they can't take any more properties because they cannot handle the amount of maintenance calls they get. We get 150 calls a week.
Yeah.
So we can handle it.
You have a whole maintenance team ready to handle any kind of issues.
We check back with people. We ask their permission. If they want to fix it, we give them options to fix it. There's a lot of things going on in a maintenance call. So,
we visited your service department. It's 10 stories underground in a bunker with 5 people on 21st. No, you guys have a lot of. You're 7 days a week, right? Like doing normal.
We're 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the tenants will call when they know they have a maintenance company to report issues.
Yes.
Some of the tenants, if they know that their calls are just going to be
blown off,
just laid out there and blown off, not responded to, they don't even call. And then your property condition goes down. And then if your property manager doesn't ever go there, the average house in Hawaii is $1.1 million. So you try to have that depreciate without any news each month,
Yeah.
I don't know how owners and why they would put up with that.
Yeah. Especially at our price points here in Hawaii.
I know. It's an island. People are going to move off island.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
Yeah.
Right? Call your auntie. Hey, auntie, I got a leak in my house. Then what? What does she do?
She
know a good plumber? There's just so much that goes on in a home. And if we're a full-time property management company. That's all we do. We don't do sales. We're not distracted by doing this or that or trying to sell you roofing products or blah, blah, blah. We are a property manager. Check our website. We give you guarantees in there, and we try to do a great job, not a good job.
Now, Duke, before we brought you on, we were talking about communication and how important that is. Now, I know you guys even have a guarantee around communication. Let's share that with our listeners.
Correct.
Yeah, what is that?
Communication guarantee states that if we don't call you back right away, somebody will call you back within an hour. You have the office number, you have my number, it's all on the website. You have your property manager's number, you have the maintenance department's number, you have somebody to call.
Yeah.
And you guys are constantly, you're inspecting what you expect. And I've seen some of these owner surveys where you're randomly reaching
surveys,
out. Yep. Let's talk about
owners and tenant. We survey them all to see how it's going.
Yeah.
Because you catch a lot of flaws in your production and your systems when tenants tell you that I never got this or I didn't get shown that. And so, I just want to make sure people know that we are interviewing the tenants after they move in.
Yes.
We're looking for their property condition forms. We're making sure they get their insurance filed. And then we're making sure that the utilities get turned over.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes in.
Yeah. And you need a team.
A lot of checks and balances.
You need a team and a system to do that. There's no way one agent can do that. You managing more than one property, you're going off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
How can you do that in sales and keep track of all of that?
It's not possible.
I will tell you, this service department of Dukes is so good. Whenever a Ghostbusters sequel movie comes out, they call his service department. Serious? No.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah, who are you going to call? And then they start calling Duke and his team.
Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
And I'm serious. The vendors are coming over in that little ambulance looking thing. We're here to fix your refrigerator. Because you know why? Because when the tenants aren't happy, do unhappy tenants pay rent on time?
No. And they shouldn't.
No.
You know, a lot of people ask us, can I withhold rent from my landlord?
Yeah.
Because they're not fixing stuff. And, you know, owners say, what happens if my tenants never tell us that things are broken?
Yes.
How would they know if nobody's walking through the property?
It's kind of like a relationship. No,
that's right.
You can't read each other's minds.
2 ways.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Duke, for these reminders and, you know, explaining to our listeners the difference between good and great.
Yes. Thanks, Duke.
HIPacificPM.com.
That's it.
On the internet. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Duke.
All right. So we just had Duke Kimhan of Hawaii Pacific Property Management on. And what did he talk about to recap, Adrienne?
So he just talked about all the walkthroughs that they do 2 to 3 times.
Why are walkthroughs important?
Because they got to see what's happening within the property, make sure that there's not any surprise pets or tenants that are not on the lease, or if there's any kind of deferred maintenance that maybe the tenants are not.
Adult kids who dropped out of college, sleeping on the couch. Oh, wait.
Or deferred maintenance that the tenants have not
bothered to report.
Yeah, communicated. And then they talked about the service department that they have that's 7 days a week.
Hold on. Let's back it up. Chunk it down. Let's talk about those walkthroughs. I will tell you that. So Duke started off the conversation with because a majority of the investment properties that come over to them were being managed by somebody else.
Yes.
It's very far and few. Hey, I just bought this property. Can you guys manage it for me?
Well, that does happen because we send all of our investors over to them.
But most of them are coming from another property manager, and he asked them, "What are you not happy about?" And a lot of times they don't even know what they're not happy about, and so he'll say stuff like, "Well, we do a property walkthrough," and they're like, "What is a property walkthrough?" So the number one challenge is not
where we call you back within an hour,
but stick to the property walkthrough. Okay. The number one challenge with other property management companies is they don't even do them, let alone do them. And it's important that you do them. I think it's like 6 months, no pets. Every 6 months, no pets. Every 4 months, if there are pets.
Correct.
Yes. Then you have the communication guarantee. The tenants, what did he talk about? He talked about the tenants will call in, owner just blew me off, not doing anything. So now when stuff breaks, I don't even bother. And how do we know this? Because when they take over the property, that's the report back from the tenants or the owner.
And then there's a lot of deferred maintenance.
And then they got to go and fix all of that. And so they have they have a service department. The 80% of a property manager's time, just so you guys know, if you have an investment property, 80 to 90% of their time is spent with service calls. And if you're not right on top of those service calls, do you have happy tenants or unhappy tenants?
Unhappy tenants.
And which one doesn't pay the rent?
The unhappy tenant.
The unhappy tenant.
And then they want to withhold the rent, which you can't do. And then it just causes all sorts of drama.
We
don't want drama.
It's like it's like guests on a Jerry Springer show. Just a whole bunch of drama because we don't know who's the mama.
Yes. But at Hawaii Pacific Property Management, that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
He's got the checks and the balances, and they're constantly looking to improve. That's why they do
owner surveys.
Surveys on the owners and the tenants.
Yeah.
Always
looking. And we see the reports all the time.
Yes.
And very detailed questions. And by the way, it's not the property managers that are doing this. It's I think 12 or 13 full-time administrative people that are following up on this because it gets done. It gets done consistently. You see the report back. Because a lot of times, human nature, we're going to pick up the phone to, that's kind of a little off. But if we proactively go and seek the feedback, that's the one way that Duke and his team improve their level of service. Why they have over 1,300 doors on Oahu under management, probably top three in size.
And getting new ones every day.
By the way, I'll leave you with this last thing. Don't take our word for it that they're so awesome. Check out their reviews. They've got hundreds of them. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Let's be real. We know you're going to go to the 1 stars. So look at how they responded to those, right? If you see a bunch of reviews and not 1 star, something stinks in Denmark.
Well, speaking of reviews, I want to share a recent review that our team got. And
Team Lally.
Yes, and this came from Angelique. So what Angelique has to say is, if you get the opportunity to work with Alicia, you definitely don't have to worry about being taken care of. She will always go above and beyond for her clients. You will not be disappointed. And you will need someone like her on your side. Good job, Alicia.
I want to challenge our listeners. If you're thinking about selling your home, I want you to call us because you heard this on the radio show and ask for Alicia. Yeah. Alicia's been with us for over 10 years.
Yes, she just made her 10-year mark.
Full-time listing partner. She works with sellers. Oh, and by the way, she works with sellers. Do you think she has a depth of
focused.
Knowledge? Yes, focus. Yeah, and she's awesome. That's why she got the review. And she gets a ton of these reviews. You know what? Go look at our reviews. Do a word search just for the word Alicia, and you'll see how many reviews she's got on our Team Lally Google business page that mention her by name. Mm-hmm.
She's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Including us. Good job, Alicia.
We're her biggest fans. We are president and vice president of the Alicia fan club. She's an awesome listing partner. And you know what? She's a servant-minded person. I will tell you that right now. She's a servant-minded person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Speaking of service, we did, I think it was a month or so ago, we had U.S. Vets on. And we talked a little about U.S. Vets and ending veteran homelessness.
Yes, that's their mission statement.
Yep. So I just want to give a quick little update. So we had them on the show. We helped to sponsor their golf tournament. And they had an excellent event. They raised over $33,000 to support U.S. Vets programs. And just wanted to give a little update to our listeners that, these golf tournaments, they work. And we're honored to stand alongside the U.S. Vets in their mission.
So instead of just going golfing on the weekends and probably drinking too much, do all of that, but for a good cause. And when you see these nonprofits doing these golf tournaments, go sign up.
Yeah. So I know they do them every year. Yeah. So just put that on the calendar. Usually done in November. So
U.S. Vets continues to make profound impact, offering assistance to those who served our country and helping families. By the way, it's not only vets; they also will work with are supporting non-vets.
Yeah, just anyone that's
in our community
with the homelessness.
Families in need transition off the streets and into stability. We're at that time of the year with you got the Salvation Army, the Red Kettle. Hey, go drop a hundo in the kettle. You know what I call it? I call it like the karma lottery. And that's how you get the ticket.
And one other thing that I wanted to just mention before we bring Ha'aheo on is that so Habilitat is doing their Christmas tree drive, and they're going to be selling those trees around the island. And that also goes to an excellent cause. That's one of their big fundraisers they do every year.
It's a rehab facility, live-in rehab facility that's been on island for 40, 50 years. Mm-hmm. They have one of the highest non-recidivism rates in the nation. Super successful, helping people that have fallen to the wayside and bringing them back into society as productive, contributing individuals. Why wouldn't you want to support that?
And Team Lally supports them, and we just want to remind our listeners to go out,
the tree thing.
Go buy a live Christmas tree and support Habilitat.
Never mind holiday. Home Depot. Sorry, Home Depot.
Yeah, Habilitat.
That's corporate America. We want to support our community. Go buy the tree from the Habilitat tree farms. They probably have a couple of them.
Yeah,
they got them everywhere.
All right, so we're going to bring Ha'aheo on.
Yes.
He probably has an announcement for us about some personal development that's coming up very soon.
Hi, Ha'aheo. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. I just loved what you were talking about, Habilitat and the vets program, like, this is all so wonderful.
Yes.
I'm actually walking around a parking lot. I hope I don't lose you.
That's okay. We're here. Hopefully you can find your car.
Yeah. No, I'm going to eat, so.
Oh, you parked already?
Good. Yeah, okay. I parked already, and now I'm wandering. I don't know how to get out of here, and I'll figure it out. Okay, so we do have some amazing programs.
Yes.
I was thinking about what one of our, the basis of our class is to think is to create.
Yes.
And definitely to think positive thoughts, you create positive results. And when you think negative thoughts, you create negative results. Mm-hmm. So it's something people don't notice. And so I want to say that I spoke to you two about something, and then I asked about funding, and I've been speaking to Dan. And so to think is to create is I'm finding solutions. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful. And so what we have, so Seminars has to offer, is we're having a special workshop open to the public. It's anybody. You don't have to be a graduate. You can, if you've never done the class, and it is Vision or Treasure Mapping Workshop on December 5th. Mm-hmm. It's free, and the only thing that we ask is that you bring a donation for the food bank for the homeless who are looking for solutions to eat. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. Like, you don't have to pay anything. Yeah. Just bring a donation.
Bring 1 case of Campbell's soup.
And tell us again, where is this located? The date, time? Do they have to
December 5th.
Sign up in advance?
Yes, there's a registration. I'll tell you the registration in a minute. Yeah. It is at the Hawaii Convention Center, room 318.
318.
December 5th from 6 to 9.
From 6 to 9. If they showed up, even if they never RSVP and they showed up with 1 case of Campbell's soup, you would let them in, wouldn't you?
I would, even if they showed up with 1 can of Campbell's.
That's it.
Wow, that's amazing.
And we'll provide, they can bring whatever supplies they want to do for their vision board. Yes. And we will also have supplies there. We'll have boards, we'll have magazines, we'll have glue and scissors.
Nice.
Will you have glitter? Will you have glitter there?
Oh, I don't know, but now that you've asked, I'm going to tell you we'll
Adrienne's
have glitter.
Maybe glitter glue. It will not be as messy.
Yeah.
Because free glitter can be that's just never, you can never vacuum that out.
How about puffy paint? We guys have puffy paint? We have stickers?
I don't think so.
Stickers?
But we will have at least glitter pens. How's that?
Yeah.
Pens.
Perfect.
So we don't make a mess. It will be in the same room that we're going to have our basic, which starts December 6th.
Yeah.
And on Friday, for the basic seminar, which does cost money, is a 3-day workshop. That 3-day seminar on Friday is going to be the best price we've ever offered since the 80s.
Nice.
It'll be less than I paid in 1987.
Wow. That must be.
I think
that's amazing.
Everybody should go. Yes. So, I was so excited. I went to Hilo. Yeah. I did a presentation about the basic seminar. And out of 14 people, 9 people enrolled.
Nice.
And they're all going to be flying over. They'll be flying over for the weekend.
They have to fly over.
Yeah.
And yet they said, this is we couldn't pass up this opportunity.
What's up with you Wahoo people? Get in the car. Just go.
Yes, just drive to the convention center. And then we are also doing Giving Day on December 14th, where we're going to go to Sand Island, clean up invasive species on the beach, as well as clean the beach, as well as collect cans and food, any non-perishables for the homeless, yet again, and gifts for homeless children who might not receive anything for Christmas.
We also had a request. Do you go to people's homes to get rid of invasive teenagers?
No.
We tell them to go to the basic. The parents go to the basic so that the children can go. And if they've already gone once, bring them to re-audit.
Yes.
And the teenagers can do it starting at age 13, right? And then they also have a kids version that happens a couple times during the year.
12 years old.
Yeah.
Just the parents have to go first.
Yep.
I will tell you,
she has solutions for everything, Attilio.
People are listening to this. This is the time of the year when we say, hey, you know what? I'm going to make the next year different.
I'm going to make a change.
But you're not sure how. The how is at any of these events that Hale has mentioned. The how is there.
Get involved. There's so many different ways to get involved. during the month of December. Yeah. So many.
And we're also going to do some free online workshops called Launching Your Possibilities.
Yeah.
And then the idea of the Treasure Map Vision Workshop is to set yourself up for 2025, that your dreams come true.
Yeah. You know, the validation that we can give to you, High Hill, for the listeners out there, I'm talking to you business owners out there, you managers, come close to the radio. And I want to tell you, this is what we do in our organization. This is how much we think of PSI Basic Training Program. And the other classes, we've incorporated it into our corporate training. It is our huge part.
It's even in our position agreement.
In writing.
Yes. So we will if you're an employee, we're going to send you within that first year.
We'll pay for it.
For the PSI Basic.
Pay you for the time off.
If you are a salesperson or 1099, we will subsidize it.
We'll help you get there.
We'll help you.
And so if you're a business owner and you're wondering, like, how do I get more out of my people for 2025? We just gave you the secret formula. Well, it's not secret anymore. Send your and by the way, don't be one of those leaders. I tell you, I will go and teach classes at businesses, and the leaders are in the room. I'm like, that's not effective. You gotta
lead by example. You start
gotta lead by example
and bring your people along.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. So I invite everybody to come December 5th.
Yes.
Do the basic December 6th. Come to Giving Day. We're going to have a barbecue at the end of Giving Day.
Nice.
Thank you, Ha Hill.
By the way, Ha Hill, we do a team advance in October for our team, and the ticket. You know what? They cannot come into the event unless they have this one thing. What is it, Adrienne?
A vision board.
A vision board.
Oh my goodness!
And we've been doing that for 10, 12 years plus.
Yeah.
Got to have a person. I don't know if you know this, but it's from the oldest self-help book on the planet, called the Bible. It says the person without a vision
will
perish. That's it. So let's go get some visions on December 5th.
Yes. Thank you, Ha Hill, for the reminder.
There. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Aloha.
All right. Well, we are going to take a break.
Oh.
But stay with us. When we come back, we're going to be talking with the one and only Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank.
No way. Yes. Are you serious?
She's going to share advice for buyers and sellers in today's market, tips for growing and maintaining wealth, and the secret behind this season's Emmy-winning Shark Tank. Don't miss it.
And stay with us.
How would you touch up your home if you had an extra $10,000? Would you paint, fix the lawn, make small repairs? All of the above will increase the value of your home if you're planning on selling. That's exactly why my friends Adrienne and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu, offered a 10K program. Carr didn't hesitate to take advantage of this advance to fix up his Makakilo investment property. And good thing, the repairs he made with the extra money put the home in escrow just 2 weeks later. Team Lally uses programs like the Team Lally 10K to guarantee your home sells at the price and a deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. They also know that life happens, so if needed, they'll let you out of the contract at any time. So when you need to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama, trust Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally to do the job for you. Call 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. Visit teamlally.com. Spelled Lally, Lally.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Honolulu, the agents I trust are Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. They can give you a guarantee to sell your home, flexible fees, or up to $10,000 in cash to help with repairs. Get the option that's right for you. Go to teamlally.com.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now more than ever, buyers and sellers need an expert to navigate this ever-changing market. And what do you do to stand out?
Hey, Sean, we are a team with over 500 plus 4.9 star reviews, over 1,600 transactions under belt, and 20 years in the business. It's going to take a lot of resources to get a home sold today.
What kind of programs do you offer?
Sean, we offer the guaranteed sale, instant offer, close in 12 days.
$10K for upgrades, love it or leave it, no hassle listing. No matter what situation the client is in, we've got solutions.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm still Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, our guest today is a business icon and star of Shark Tank with just $1,000. I was like, I'm getting so verklempt talking about it. No, something's in my throat. She built a real estate empire and became one of the most influential entrepreneurs of our time, earning an Emmy along the way.
She's here to share her expert advice on navigating the real estate market, building wealth, and achieving lasting success. Let's dive into our conversation with the incredible Barbara Corcoran.
Aloha, Barbara. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
We're really looking forward to connecting and learning more about you.
Thanks for having me on with you today, Adrienne and Attilio. Happy to be here.
Many homeowners have found themselves in a tough spot. They've either outgrown their home or fallen out of love with it and want to make a move. However, the low interest rate on their current mortgage has created little golden handcuffs. Barbara, how would you suggest these homeowners navigate the situation?
Well, honestly, I have a couple of thoughts that I think would apply to most homeowners. It's no fun to hang on to a low interest rates when you don't like the place you're actually getting for the low interest rates. Now might be a very, very good time to sell. I say that because the Fed is lowering rates to the tune of 5-6%, which always creates a lot more buyers who are willing to pay more money. With that savings, they're willing to take on a house with a little higher price on it. And sellers should know that. Now might be a good time to sell. Prices will inevitably go up quickly right now, and so you want to grab that window and get a good price for your home while you can. The experts agree that the super low rates you might be enjoying of 2 to 3% that a lot of people are still waiting for will never come again, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. Last, I like to ask myself when I'm in a place, picture myself in this home for the rest of my life. Is that really where you want to be? It's a very honest question to ask yourself, and if it's not what you picture yourself doing, absorb the little higher interest rate, which is now affordable, and move on.
Barbara, why do you think that real estate remains a valuable investment to both individuals and families?
For the most part, nothing's really changed over the years in that most Americans prefer to own their home if they could possibly afford it. For most Americans, when it comes time to retire, their real equity is only their home. It becomes the nest egg that they lean on to get the retirement home they really want. All Americans still dream about owning a home. All Americans are still finding a way to find a home when they can afford it. And there's something to be said about buying the smallest home and getting in the game, even if it's not your dream home. What happens then is you have a chit to trade up on over the years in the marketplace. Without getting that first home early, it's very hard for them to get into the game.
What's your take on the new rules regarding real estate commissions?
Well, everyone would agree in the industry and outside the industry that it's added a lot of confusion up front. But actually, the difference in the end is very little difference. Still today, 90% of buyers and sellers use agents. That's not going to change dramatically, but the biggest change is the way real estate agents are paid. Now, you and your buyer's agents must agree on compensation on the front side. It must be in writing. Your agreement with your buyer agent can be non-exclusive, however, which a lot of people don't realize it could be non-exclusive. And it's giving each the buyers themselves an opportunity to negotiate the commissions a lot more, but in the end, it winds up being pretty much the same.
You've lived through many real estate storms. How do you keep sellers from panicking about the market?
I think it's quite normal for people to panic about the market when it's going down, starting to tip a little. They're paying a lot for real estate. Prices are high. Real estate is high. It's a choppy decision, and it's hard for a lot of people. But for me, I've seen it all. I'm old enough to say I really have seen it all. I've lived through sky-high interest rates of 18% selling in New York City when the city was going bankrupt, and still the market came up and everybody was whole in the end. With the pandemic rates of 2 to 3%, everybody said they wouldn't buy again until rates came down that cheap, and they're nervous about it. But today, people are buying again. In the end, real estate always goes up. I spent all my money on real estate over the years, and I have not ultimately lost any money and made a lot of money. Rates of 5 to 6% today seem to me like a bargain basement cheap.
There's more $1 million homes than ever. What would you tell first-time home buyers trying to navigate this market?
Prices are not going to come down any day soon. It's very, very hard for young people to get into the market when they entering price is $1 million. That's a steep price. You should know that most people buy their first home with the help of their mother or father, and there's no shame in asking for help. I think the best approach to your family is to offer them a partnership in your home, that when you sell, you give them that percentage that they gave you back based on your new sales price at the time you sell. It's good to remember, too, that your first home is never your forever home. It might feel that way when you're buying, and you might be particular about what you're buying, but it's really just getting you in the game early to have a home to trade up with. By the way, the best deals today are still in every market, the two-family home. You can use half the home and have your tenant upstairs or downstairs pay the mortgage.
Congrats on the recent Emmy Award. Any dirty little secrets that you want to share about this season's Shark Tank?
Of course. You know, the Emmy was thrilling, mostly because it was great timing. It was Mark's last season, and for me, I felt like I was losing my big brother. He was leaving, and that sad feeling we all get with a situation like that. But it was a happy leaving, and so we came into the sets filming with great celebration. This year, you're going to see a lot smaller deals on the Shark Tank set, and I think that's a great thing for the show. It's almost like we're going back to our roots. You're going to see street-smart entrepreneurs with nowhere to go to get money and really needing the cash to get started, and I like that kind of buyer because I'm always on the set looking for someone just like me who needs just one lucky break.
How does your advice to entrepreneurs now differ from 3 to 5 years ago?
The major difference today is that social media is the name of the game. I no longer buy businesses, even on Shark Tank, that aren't strong in social media, because I realize it's like buying a business without legs underneath it. Social media is no longer an extra. It's actually an essential. And if you don't do it well, I tell entrepreneurs they have to hire someone else to do it. My gosh, everyone knows a high school kid who's good at social media or could be trained on social media, but most people hold on to it as the head of the firm, and it's definitely a mistake that everyone is making. You should find someone else to do your social media and report to you. Social media is the name of the game.
Before Shark Tank, what was your number one way to grow wealth?
Well, contrary to money managers and my accountants' advice, I put all my money in real estate my whole life. Why? Because it's something I know well and I feel I can do very well with. So why would I want to invest in something and totally trust another individual in an area that I know nothing about? Real estate has made me rich. I made more money buying real estate for my company offices through the years than I actually did selling my real estate company. I was kind of surprised by that. I didn't expect that, but that's exactly what happened. Real estate is a slow way to get very, very rich. And for people that don't understand that, you're losing a heck of a lot of money.
And then what's the number one tip that you have on maintaining that wealth?
Well, today, most people would say I'm very, very rich, but I don't think I'm rich enough. I still buy real estate again and again and again.
Barbara, thank you so much for your most valuable resource, your time. We really appreciate it.
And come see us in Hawaii sometime.
Thank you, Adrienne and Attilio. I might take you up on your offer to visit Hawaii sooner than later. And if I were buying a home in Hawaii, you too would be the only agents I trust. You really know your stuff.
Well, there you heard it from Barbara herself. Building wealth through real estate. That's the get rich slow.
Okay, so you want to get rich slow? Here, I want to talk to you about our deal of the week in Waianae. List price is $810,000.
It's beautifully updated, 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths.
1,600 square feet.
21 owned solar panels with 2 batteries.
Yeah, and I don't even know what this means. Level 2 car fast charger for electric cars.
And you have an electric car. You should know what that means.
I don't know what that means. And it has a new main sewer line. What else, Adrienne?
The house was completely refurbished in 2018.
Close to parks, Maili Beach, Pink Hillbox hike, one of our favorite sunset hikes.
Built-in security system with video-enabled lighting.
Yeah, I got one big Samoan guy in the front say, "Hey, what you doing?" And beautifully landscaped backyard.
Oh, and this is the best.
No way. Is this for real?
Yes. The seller's offering a $10,000 buyer credit for qualified offers.
All right.
So we have another exciting announcement about real estate.
Yeah.
Okay, Akamai Gardens in Enchanted Lake, Kailua.
Akamai is Hawaiian for smart.
Yes, so be smart. Come move over to this community. We've made some adjustments in the pricing.
Yeah.
So we've got unit number 1 listed at 1.425.
Unit number 2 is listed at 1.5.
And then the third unit number 3 is 1.575.
By the way, these are 3 and 4 bedrooms, brand new, in a CPR community designed for comfort and modern living. Even better,
this was a $50,000 price reduction on all 3 homes.
Yeah.
So Black Friday special. Come on, it's time to go shopping. The other cool thing is the first 2 homes that go under contract, the developer is offering a special bonus rate buy down for the first year of your mortgage.
What that means is lower interest rates, lower mortgage payments.
Lower payments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've been dreaming of living in Kailua, now's the time to
in a brand new home.
That's right. Brand new. Never been lived in. Don't miss out on this opportunity.
Don't miss out. Be Akamai. Come check it out. Write an offer. Get an
open house. Open house is on Sunday. Come visit us on Sunday.
Yeah.
The other open house that's happening on Sunday.
It sounds like you're announcing a tractor pull. Sunday.
Well, you've got to go. And then we also have another awesome open house, a sunset open house at Kumakani, which is our beautiful home. It just came back on the market. Architecturally
designed. This is kind of like, it almost feels like an event space or kind of like resort living. But
it's a mini resort.
Mini resort. You've got a pool up there, views that go on forever and ever and ever.
So that open house is going to be from 3 until 7.
Yeah.
On the Kumakani one.
So come up there, get some.
It just recently came back on the market. It's very, very exciting. So come visit us. Come check out the sunset.
We're going to have poo-poos.
Yes.
Poo-poos and some liquid love. That's translate. That means alcohol for free.
Yes, and it's really it's priced very 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 well.
It's priced awesomely.
It's priced below the last appraisal.
All right. So there's always, if you're a renter and you never owned a home, or maybe you owned a home and you're renting now, there's always that question, should I be buying? And you even say it with the same tone. Should I be buying?
Well, I mean, we heard Barbara Corcoran talk about this. That is how she built her wealth. And, she sold her business for $66 million. And
she told us the story about that.
She made more money through her real estate acquisitions than with the sale of her business.
Yeah, she made more money buying and selling and holding real estate than she did selling her business at $66 million. And we got a chance to talk with her directly. We met up with her in New York. Yep. And she told us a funny story that by the way, she loves us because she calls us her people. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't like Moses parting the Red Sea and getting us out of Egypt. But what she means by her people is like she built her wealth. She was a waitress in a diner, and then she went into real estate and built this empire, and then buys and helps entrepreneurs with through Shark Tank. That Barbara Corcoran. But anyway, they offered her $22 million and said, we want to buy your luxury brokerage in New York City, the most competitive real estate market on the planet. And they said $22 million. And she says, get out of here. She said it just like that. Get out of here. And then she went home, and then she consulted with like 50 attorneys, 29 CPAs, and a tarot card reader. And she calculated and went through no, she didn't do any of that. She said, I countered back at 66 million. Why?
Because that's 66 is her favorite number.
It's her favorite number.
So that's how she came up with it.
Yeah.
It was,
Anyway, so you think like it's all this business acumen stuff. Maybe you just got to swing for the fences and go for it. And they did, and they took it.
But anyways, back to renting versus owning.
Get rich slow.
Get rich slow, just like what Barbara Corcoran said. It's just, it's a process. And
so
that's how you build wealth.
Here's the data from First American. I don't know what that is. It just says at the bottom.
Maybe it's First American Title.
Maybe First American Title.
That's what it is.
Maybe it's one of them pilgrims that showed up to America and he was the first one. And he said, I've got advice for you, renters. Unlike renters, homeowners gain equity as they pay down their mortgage. Okay, you buy a house for $800,000, you're paying it off, boom, boom, boom. And what's pulling in the other direction?
The home's value is continuing to rise.
The home's value. You bought it for $800,000. Hopefully 10, 20 years from now, it's not worth $800,000, but it's worth more. I
think something important to remember is that the interest is front loaded. So those first few years of the mortgage is you're paying mostly interest and very little to principal. But as that loan ages, you pay more and more and more to that principal. And, you know, like I had a loan, I remember it was like at 6%. And even when the rates dropped, it did not make sense for me to refinance because I was already like 10 years into that loan and I was really like chunking away at that principal. I didn't want to start over.
Your baseball bat of payments and you're whacking that mortgage balance.
Every month. The other thing is that even if you just make one extra mortgage payment or you change your payments to like a bi-weekly.
Not the same as refinancing.
Yes, you can, you know, just chunk it down and pay that mortgage off a little quicker.
Anyway.
Yes.
So you got two things going in the opposite direction. Paying the mortgage down, value of the home going up.
Yes.
You see that gap right there? You see that gap right there?
Well, if they're listening, they can't see.
Well, okay. I'll describe it for you because you're like, Tilio, you're yelling at the radio right now. We don't see what the heck you're talking about. You need to describe it.
You know what? If you do want to see it, you can log in on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, or Instagram. Like we do some live streaming.
Never mind that. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. So when the mortgage is going down and the value is going up, that's why on average, a homeowner's net worth, a homeowner, not renter, a homeowner's net worth is 40 times, 40 with the X.
Wow.
Higher than a renter's.
That's pretty amazing.
That's pretty amazing. That's why if you're a homeowner, when you go to the club, they have the velvet ropes. They let you in. Renter, you got to go to the back. No, I don't know if that's true, but I mean, if a nightclub was the title of the nightclub was called Building Wealth. If you're a homeowner, you get VIP, you get inside the velvet ropes. If you're a renter, you got to go stand in line. Okay? The gap is growing and home value rises over time. So what's happening is the home values are going like this, and so is rent. So if you're ready and able to buy, you have a chance to start gaining equity and growing your wealth right now.
Okay, so I want to go back to the Kumakani open house because I just want to give a little bit more details.
You know what? Give them more details.
More details.
Adrienne. You didn't give them enough details.
Sunday, December 1st from 3 until 7. We have 1821 Kumakani Place, and it's a festive and exclusive holiday open.
Yeah.
Sunset. All right, so this has unmatched diamond head and ocean views, a 50-foot pool, 8,000 square foot of indoor-outdoor living space. Like we said, it's like a little mini resort, okay? So featuring Mediterranean arches, a 2,000 square foot of lanai space.
Lanai space? That's almost like another house is just the lanai.
Exactly. I know, it's huge. All right, so perfect for entertaining. There's a conversation pit, movie room, gym, and a pass-through bar from the kitchen to the lanai.
It's really nice because you really feel like, you know, when you go on the cruise ship and they got the area where you can get the soft serve and the drinks and it's just open all the time. That's what you feel like. You're on a cruise ship but on land. And you can see the ocean and views forever because you can see like, I think it's like it's the back of Diamond Head and you look left and you can see Cocoa Head and you can see all the way out.
Something else that's really kind of cool about this home.
Tell me more.
It has this versatile lower level with a separti entrance, 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a full bath, offering a prime rental opportunity. Or it could be a space for multi-generational living or just an amazing guest suite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So come visit December 1st from 3 until 7. Enjoy the sunset with us. And it's going to be fun.
I said this on video one time, and then Sheen, she's our producer in the back end. Sheen, she's awesome. She's our assistant that helps us with these shows and stuff like that. And I said this thing, and she calls me up. She goes, Attilio, you know, you said that thing, and should I edit that out of the video? And I'm going to tell you what I said. No. I said no. But you're like, what did you say, Attilio?
She's going to have to ask you again if she edited it out.
My whole team, every time we go karaoke, I had a couple of drinks. They're like, Attilio's got the microphone. This is what I said. Talking about that separate entry for the guests. Guests are like fish. After a while, they go bad. So you want them to have that separate entrance. Mm-hmm. And then, you entertain in the common area, but if they get annoying after a while, you can just ignore them because they have their own entrance. That's the key.
Okay.
Guests are like fish. After a while, they go bad.
So this is the perfect house for if you,
Total
especially
nuggets
if you like,
here.
yeah, you've got
Total
guests.
nuggets on this show. What would you guys do without this show, without all this wisdom?
I don't know.
House guests are like fish.
They would be lost.
They would be lost.
They would be lost.
All right.
So we've got a few minutes left. I want to just thank everybody that had come out to our Thanksgiving, our Pie Day. We had so much fun. We had
a red carpet.
Yes, but we also did a give a pie, get a pie, and that was a lot of fun too, delivering pies throughout Eva Beach and Kapolei.
So remember for next year, in Kapolei or Eva Beach, if you give us somebody's name and address, we will drive by their home. We're not going to slow down, and when they come out to get in their car, we're going to fling the pie out the window and hit them in the face.
Well, we had a turkey. We had a turkey delivering the pies this year.
Outfit.
Yep.
Anyway, we're not doing that kind of drive-by pie delivery. We go knock on the door. Hey, Jerry from...
Wanted you to have this
Jerry
pie.
from back in high school. He was a bully. He feels real bad about treating you like that. He is wanting to make amends. He's having us deliver a pie to you.
So it was a great success. We had a lot of people out to the office. We had food and music.
We had karaoke.
Well, I think you were the only one doing the karaoke.
Hey, I don't care.
But yes, I guess Attilio karaoke.
Yeah, Attilio karaoke. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And we had
karaoke of one.
So be on the lookout on our social media. We'll have some pictures and videos from the event. And then hopefully we will see you guys there next year. We're going to make it even better. Maybe we'll have
even more fun.
Maybe we'll have 2 turkeys.
Hey, no regrets in 2025. Come to Pie Day at Team Lally. We've been doing the Pie Day for over
10 years.
I don't know. I'm thinking like 15 years. Long time. Giving away pies. These pies are the size of wagon wheels.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Oh, I got to get my part where I got to say the rest. Jody of Derek and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley of Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson of Fine Line Paintworks.
MP with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino, Hawaii Unified. That's his real name.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio, that's his real name, Hawaii Water Restoration.
Jake of Go Local Power.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, all you got to do is go to teamlale.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program.
If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price in our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha.